All right, so what's going on? Oh wait, no. What's up, nerds?
What's up, nerds?
Yeah, we gotta what's them up.
What's them up?
We are here.
Yep.
What are we doing today? This is the Expository Nerds.
Yeah.
Official podcast, episode 1.
Podcast.
You guys saw what we were planning on doing. You know, when we interviewed Michaela, when we did the one night, one anime.
Right.
One anime, one night. We're working on it. And that's kind of where we want our content to go.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here today.
Yes.
We've got 3 segments planned out.
Yes, we do.
3 segments. First, nerd news. We got to talk about some nerdy things that happened in the news. Obvious. Second thing, we watched anime. We're going to recap that anime.
Our anime, yeah.
But the real reason you guys are here, because I probably put it in the title, we're going to be talking about, possibly debating, but discussing our favorite female anime characters in Shounen anime specifically.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't write it down. You're too slow. No, it's too late.
I forgot I was doing the first one.
What?
I forgot. Anime nerd news. This is our. Oh God.
Yeah, you can't write. You can't spell. Anime nerd news. All right. So transition into anime nerd news with that beautiful transition.
Thank you.
What do you got for me? You had to find something. Tell me what you found.
I found so something that's always been near and dear to my heart was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Obviously.
So they're actually coming out with a new series.
Of course.
Following.
Yeah. I wanted to say, now hearing you say that, this I'm assuming has to be the show that they talked about. I want to say it was like 3-4 years ago, maybe.
Possibly.
Was it during COVID that there was some
talks on it? Yeah.
I can't remember when it's been so long.
I can't remember.
Was so
Honestly,
long.
the fact that I even came across this nerd news is surprising because I'm not on social media at all.
Yeah.
But it just kind of popped up on my TikTok at some point.
Yeah.
And then, so they're doing a new series, and it's going to be following Korra.
Right.
Obviously, Korra dies. Obviously,
yeah.
it's the Avatar cycle. She has to die.
There won't be a new Avatar.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm assuming there's a new Avatar.
There is. Yeah, you can't have Avatar without the new Avatar.
They could have just continued Korra.
No, they shouldn't. If they could,
that's good.
They definitely shouldn't.
So what's this one about? Do you know? Or
it's about the Avatar is actually one of 2 ish. She's a twin. She has
so this is the thing that we heard about.
Yeah.
In forever ago.
Yeah. So she's an identical twin, and I guess the White Lotus has one of them, and the other one is and the other one is impoverished or just kind of doing her own thing. The one that's impoverished is the actual Avatar.
Right.
And the one that the White Lotus has, who they think is the Avatar, is not the Avatar. She just has a really strong connection to the spirit world.
So somebody just leaking the plot online.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool though.
I mean, it sounds interesting.
But they leaked. Maybe they changed the plot now.
They could change it. I don't know.
They're not. That sounds cool. I do want to say that sounds kind of cool. Anything is better than Korra.
Yeah.
IMO. Speaking of that.
Yeah.
This being your tidbit of nerd news, is there anything that you don't want them to do? Because we both watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Right.
We both seen Korra at different points in time.
We definitely have, yeah.
Knowing what happened with Korra being the follow-up series to Avatar: The Last Airbender with Aang and his friends.
Yeah, Team Aang.
We didn't like Korra.
No.
Are there things that you want them to avoid in this new series that they did in Korra?
There's definitely a lot, but if I had to narrow it down to just one thing, it would be I want the Avatar to have a lot more I felt like Korra did not win any of her fights.
Right.
She caused a lot of her problems, which is fair for a main character.
Yeah.
But she didn't actually solve any of her problems, and it didn't seem like she had her own ability to. Anything that happened, she just kind of flubbed it, and someone else had to help her out.
With Yukon.
Yeah.
I think that was the first.
Yeah, that
big
was
bad. That was season 1.
That was season 1 big bad.
She knocks him out the
window and reveals him being a waterbender. Cool. And then he just runs away, and his brother kills him.
We don't know. The boat blew up. That's all
dead.
we saw. We saw the boat blow up.
He's dead.
He's gonna be in this.
Dead.
He's gonna be in this new series somehow.
You better not.
Old man.
But and then stuff like that just kind of kept happening too. I don't think she didn't defeat Kuvira really. And then there's just a lot of stuff. And then she caused a lot of problems, like with the spirit world that just kind of like they had to deal with.
Listen, Korra was doing her best, I'm sure.
Yeah. What about you? Was there anything that you're not hoping to see in this series?
I mean, honestly, it's really easy. I hated going into Korra and knowing that they refuse to visit, or they took away bending as martial arts.
Right.
Yeah, and that was a big big
thing for
problem
you.
for me, because I found that lore and the way they built that into the story of the original Avatar series really cool. I mean, you know how many times I watched Avatar: Last Airbender, whether before, I think they came on after the episode aired, they would do these little shorts where they talked about, they would show storyboards, they would talk about some,
and like where the inspiration, like this martial arts,
waterbending was Tai Chi, all that stuff like that. And I think firebending, they said, was karate. All of that was really cool. And then we get to Korra,
and it's just
everybody's just punching and kicking.
Gone.
Kicking.
Kicking, but definitely punching.
And just moving their hands. And that was boring.
Yeah,
so
I get that. That was definitely
getting back to the martial arts route. That's all I want.
I don't know if we will, because they're just getting more modern as the time goes by. They're just moving further into the future.
That's fine.
And like the whole thing about Korra and everything is just leaving the old traditions behind. And I think they're going to continue to leave the old traditions behind, because old traditions what divided the nations.
I'm gonna watch it, but I won't like it. If that's what happens, I'll watch it. But
I'm interested. I'm interested. I don't have as many hopes as I did when like Korra was announced because of how Korra went. But I'm gonna watch it regardless. Like, I mean, I've watched the movie, the live action movie, and I've watched them. Gonna watch the series, the live action series, and I didn't like either one of those, and yet I still watched them. I'm just so I'm excited for it. What about you? What's your nerd news that you came across on the web while you were surfing it?
That's super easy.
Super easy.
I play video games.
You do.
I used to play a lot of video games.
You did.
Like, I played Destiny from beta. Like, whenever the beta for Destiny 1 originally dropped, I was on it. When I tell you, I used to skip classes in college to stay with the crew, with my fire team, to run raids, to farm Sweet Res Guardians. You already know. But yeah, no, like, so I'm a big gamer. Ghost of Tsushima.
Don't know what that is.
It's a game that came out in 2020 that was way too pretty for its own good. I didn't touch it because of that.
I vaguely remember you like seeing that.
Yeah, it was like a samurai game.
Yeah, and you were like, I'm not playing that.
It was so good looking that it made it not real. I don't know how to explain it. It was like, oh, that looks like a video game.
Okay.
Like, if that makes sense, it was so high fidelity that certain things just looked uncanny to me.
Okay.
So I was just like, nah, I don't want it.
You don't want to touch it.
God of War 2018 was fire, and then you do this. Anyway, so Sony announced that they've got their products in the works for Ghost of Tsushima to get an anime adaptation on Crunchyroll specifically.
On Crunchyroll, okay.
Yeah, Sony bought
coming out with a bunch of,
Sony bought Funimation as well, which caused the Funimation Crunchyroll merger situation. So yeah, obviously when they say they're doing an anime, it's going to come out on their home platform.
Makes sense. Right.
So I think it's really cool because it's bridging anime with the video game. What I want to do with this channel, what we want to do with this channel, which is take anime and create a little bridge over to other fandoms and other things out there in the nerd space. So I thought that was really cool that they're doing that. Tagged along with that, boop boop, we're also movie lovers. Helldivers 2, that bug killing game that's kind of reminiscent of Starship Troopers.
You did play this one, right?
No, I didn't. Your brother plays it. I talked to your brother about it a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Helldivers 2 is getting a movie.
Fun.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Also, Horizon Zero Dawn is also getting a movie.
That one have played.
Yeah, I've played Horizon Zero Dawn. I pre-ordered it, in fact. I think that was one of the last things I've heard.
But you never finished it, right?
Never finished it.
Oh, why not?
Don't worry.
I thought you were a gamer.
I was a gamer, but my attention span is only so long, and when things stop me from playing the game, I drop it.
Oh,
but it was kind of my fault.
Oh no.
When I play video games, it's a whole process. I like to get as strong as I can and as rich as I can, as fast as I can.
Right.
And because I was playing that game without a guide, because I was playing it on release.
Oh, so there was like no YouTube videos out for you.
Yeah, I was just kind of like running through it. And I reached this mission where I had to infiltrate whoever the enemies are in that game. I can't remember, but they had a base of operations. I had to infiltrate it. I had to get my character from here to here.
Okay.
Aloy. Yeah.
Aloy.
So I had to get Aloy over there into the base.
Yeah.
But I had to dress like him. I had to get their drip.
Okay, so it was
At
a
some
covert.
point, one of the missions, I did get their drip, but then I dropped the game for a little bit, then came back. Not dropped it. That's the wrong word. I stopped binge playing the game for a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Came back to binge play it again.
Yeah.
And I just sold all the stuff because I was like, wow, my funds are looking a little less than I'd like them to be.
You do like having your money.
Sold it.
Yeah.
Including that outfit that I needed.
Dang, man.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a mission that you need that garb, and I didn't have it.
You didn't have it, and you can't. There's no way to do the mission without wearing
it. Okay, the way it was, the way it seemed, because now I'm second guessing myself. Not thinking about it.
Right.
Maybe there had to be a way to play that mission without it, but at the time it didn't feel like there was, and I freaked out about it. Turned the game off. Never turned it back on.
You have to now turn it back on. It's getting anime. Don't you want to?
It's getting the movie.
Getting a movie.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be an adaptation. I doubt.
Exactly.
It's really gonna...
The story in that game is phenomenal, so I'm
Yeah.
not surprised that it's getting a movie.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised it took this long.
Yeah.
So,
Was there with the release of these anime or like these movies or anime adaptations of video games, and there've been plenty of movies and anime adaptations of other video games in the past, like with what's it called? World Hunter. What's it called?
Monster
Hunter. I'm trying to get there.
There was a Monster Hunter movie.
Monster Hunter.
We
and
went
what was that?
We went to go see that.
We went to go see it,
That
but
was
then the
when
movie cut off. So we've never seen the ending.
Never seen the end.
Yeah.
We were at NCG Mariota specifically.
We
Gotta
always go
gotta
there.
put
Best popcorn.
Put that out there. Popcorn is amazing, but you know what's not amazing? Your movie cutting off. Wasn't that the same day the movie didn't cut on time?
Yes, it didn't cut on time.
Like 5 or 6 of us kept going out to tell them the movie wasn't on.
Yeah, it didn't cut on. I think it was like during COVID, right? It was like they were trying to get
We'll have
there.
to look it up. I'll put up in post when that movie released. But yeah,
and then of course that god awful movie that we went to go see with our claptrap. Popcorn bucket.
Borderlands.
Awful.
Yeah, there's
been more,
but they haven't been done by Sony.
They haven't been done by
who also
Sony.
makes video games.
True.
One would assume
it could be.
It could be good.
It could be good.
They've got all the assets to just do the 3D models and just do a 3D animated movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my hope is that they're not real people. I didn't mind Monster Hunter. Don't get me wrong. It is cool seeing them as real people.
The casting was just...
The casting has to be really good in order for the movies to like be right.
Would you want them to be like... Because did Monster Hunter, did they use real characters from the game, or are those just different?
Remember, those were just... Again, I'm not a Monster Hunter fanatic by any means. I got into the game because of World.
Right.
The way that movie was set up, they just got isekai to the Monster Hunter world. That team of soldiers, remember?
Okay, right.
So
that
isn't the Monster Hunter
story. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then I know Borderlands, they did do the actual characters. They just casted poorly.
Poor casting.
But you don't know if
budget,
Horizons, it's going to be a live action movie, right?
I don't know. I just saw it online. Maybe some information has come out since then. I hope it's good. They could probably do a live action, but. Yeah, I want live action. Yeah. I think if I want a video game movie, I want it to be live action.
Yeah, just cast it really
well.
Yeah.
Except Destiny, right? I want Destiny. Sony owns Bungie.
Right.
I want Destiny to just be a Netflix TV series.
Okay, so Destiny is a video game that you would want to...
Yeah, I want it to be... Because there's so many abilities, so many... different things different alien races that if you try to do that live action, you're gonna mess it up.
I mean, they've done alien races live action before.
Not the Hive. The Hive are goated.
What about the Hive?
Oryx.
What about
Savathun?
I feel like the day and age they can do it.
But I think not doing a movie and just doing a Netflix
animated series.
Like Arcane.
Yeah.
For Destiny, the fact that they haven't tried to expand beyond the video game. And I'm not saying the video game is dying. Right. And we're kind of going off on a tangent now.
Yeah,
but it's fine. That's what a podcast is for. I'm not saying that Destiny is dying as a video game. I'm saying I have lost my love for it, as a lot of people have who've been playing it for 10 plus years at this point. Right. We thought by this point we'd be on Destiny 3. We thought by this point the game wouldn't have been as repetitive as it is.
Right.
Microtransactions or whatever, they come with the territory. It's cool. So, it just got so much that they could do with it in terms of a multimedia expansion outside of video games.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised they haven't done it, and I hope they do it. That's my rant for my nerd news segment. I know I've gone on a long time.
That's fine.
But that's it. Like, Sony's doing movies or anime adaptations of their properties.
Let's hope they're good.
And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Move into segment 2?
Yeah, segment 2.
Ooh,
you got it? Yeah.
See, I already had it done.
I'm so proud of you.
Bam!
Yeah.
Anime recap.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, we've watched anime.
Yes, we do.
A lot of anime. It's kind of our thing. It's almost like there's a YouTube channel where we do that.
Right.
Yeah, what did we watch this week?
Okay, we watched Sakamoto Days.
Yep. We watched
Zenshu. And then Solo Leveling. Let's start with Sakamoto Days.
Let's talk about it. You want to tell the people, recap it, or give a synopsis for the people who may have never seen it.
Quick synopsis of Sakamoto Days. I'll say quick and now I'm slowing down.
Oh my God. John Wick?
Think John Wick. Yes, thank you. Think John Wick. It's about a guy named Sakamoto. He is a retired hitman.
Yeah.
And he was like the best of the best. Like no one could like to touch him or whatever. And he meets a girl, falls in love as one does.
Yep.
Yes. Has a kid. And he gains a little happy relationship weight, and now he owns a convenience store, and that's pretty much
the
gist of
retired
it.
assassin with his wife, kid, at a convenience store.
And one of his old partners, Shin, is
Well, now we're going to the recap of episode 1.
Okay, yeah. So, episode 1, that like his his partner, Shin, comes back, finds him after 5 years.
Not that the man was hiding. He literally works at a convenience store.
But who knows? I guess, because he didn't even change his name.
Yeah, it seemed like he legitimately walked into that convenience store to buy some snacks.
Same convenience store that his wife
exact
owned.
Same one.
Yeah.
Walked in there, to buy some snacks. That woman was like, "Oh, I'm cute." He was like, "Oh, you are."
I think honestly, I think it took them 5 years to get the cojones to go after him because this dude was top tier, top of the line, 100%. And so they'd send, but like no, Shin walks into the convenience store and he's like, "I finally found you."
Oh, so they were looking for him.
They were looking for him. They didn't know where he was. But yeah, he finds the guy. And
shenanigans ensue. They fight a little bit.
Yeah. At first he's like disappointed that you let yourself go. How dare you? And then because he's not like killing anybody anymore.
Yeah, he's very round now.
Yeah,
it's like he eats a lot of good food. Yeah, that we find out.
And then so Shin's like disappointed because this wasn't only his partner, but that was his mentor. He looked up to the guy.
And he still does.
He still does, but
he wants him to come back so very bad. Not just for him. No, I mean, I was gonna say, it seems like he wants him to come back more for him. The people who sent him, however, they seem like they want him to die.
Yeah. Well, because according to the boss, that's what he was called, the boss. No one is allowed to leave the life. Yeah. And if you leave the life, you either come back or you're dead. So Shin went there to try to get him to come back. And the boss calls him and says, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh no, he's not gonna come back." I was like, "Well, did you kill him?" Like, kill him? Do we have to do that? I was like, yeah, you know the rules. Yeah. So that's when Shin goes back and is like, okay, now I gotta try to kill him. Yeah. It doesn't work.
And it doesn't work, obviously. And then Shin decides to then go back, tell the guys it doesn't work.
Right.
And, shenanigans ensue. Second fight of the anime. Yeah. Anime ends. Yeah. Episode 1's over.
Episode 1's over, yep.
What were your high points from this show? Like, when we watched it again, this is the first season. High point. There has to be one.
Oh yeah, the most obvious, definite one is the fight scenes. I love the fight scenes. Yeah. I thought the fight, it was really great. In particular is the fight scene when Shin first tries to kill him and how Sakamoto uses like just stuff in the convenience store to fight him off. Yeah. Like shooting the little jawbreaker in his mouth.
Being resourceful, showcasing strength, all that.
All that, his speed, his resilience, I thought that was really cool. Yeah. What about you? What's your high point for the show? That too?
I mean... I'm not saying the show was bad, but it had 2 high points, and they were both of the action sequences that they were well choreographed. Like you said, they showed off every character, especially Sakamoto, in a really good way. Mm-hmm. So,
I agree. Well, what about any low points for the show for you?
I wouldn't say that. I don't think I have a low point, simply because I didn't I knew what the show was going to be.
Yeah.
It's a slice of life. And
Was there, as a slice of life pilot episode, was there something that you felt like it was missing?
Slice of life or slice of life, man. Like they again, a slice of life, for those that don't know, are shows that here is a character, here is a story. Don't expect much.
Yeah.
It's typically a comedy, and it's just a day in the life of whoever the character is that they're following.
Yeah.
And so with those, I expect them to be fun. I expect them to be funny.
Was it funny for you? Because I know there were definite moments where I was like, okay, that was supposed to be comedic.
Yeah.
But I'm not laughing.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe that's the low point for me. That as a slice of life, and those are typically have some comedic nature to them.
Exactly, and that's what
it didn't really. But I'm not saying that I can't call that a low point because maybe that's not what they're going for. But maybe they are. Like you said, maybe there were some things that were supposed to be funny and they weren't funny, and I missed it completely.
Yeah.
Thus, that would be the low point if there were scenes.
Because it was a definite low point for me. Like I felt like
what scenes were supposed to be funny?
I don't know. I think Shin
was and how he
interaction, because Sakamoto is a very stoic, one note kind of guy. He doesn't talk.
But Shin is also really serious.
And I feel like he shouldn't be.
But he's an assassin, so I feel like they had no choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe that's the low point. Maybe there was supposed to be comedy here, and it was missing. Even if there wasn't supposed to be, I feel like there's a little bit of comedy that could have spiced up this episode.
Yeah.
Because there's no way we're getting a big fight scene every episode. But
we could. I mean, it's about it, man.
Yeah, it's true.
So we could get a big episode. It could be one of those things.
I still think I want there to be a little comedy.
Yeah.
As a slice of life, maybe just a little.
Because slice of life, in my opinion, only really work if there is comedy to some extent. No,
because you have like romances that aren't rom-coms. We've never watched those.
Yes, but that's not a slice of life. That's
no,
romance.
They would be considered slice of life. If it's a slice of life for that couple or that person who is pursuing that person, it'd be a slice of life romance. Right? I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments down below. Yeah. I may say wrong things on purpose. You'll never know.
Never know.
But low point for a year.
I mean, the same. I think we were kind of on the same wavelength about the show.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
So I think we just moved to the rating.
Yeah.
Because there's not much to talk about with the show.
Let's just rate it.
Like with this, for those, I don't think we explained that. We also rate the shows as well.
Yeah.
So we need to, let me erase this board real quick.
Yeah.
Grab my marker.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. So we're going to rate it.
Yep.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Out of 10. Wait, don't show me yours yet. Don't show it to me. Out of 10? Mm-hmm. 5.
5.
5 out of 10. Can they see mine? I hope they can see mine.
They probably can, as long as
5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both said 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was a middling show, kind of middle of the road.
Yeah. I mean, it's
a winter 2025, and like winter anime to me never felt like they slapped. Mm-hmm. I feel like fall and summer anime.
Yeah, I agree. That's where
I don't know. It may
be hitting different in fall and summer.
It may be just,
I mean,
there may be nothing
also
to
at the
it.
end of the day a slice of life. I feel like slice of lives are designed to just come in when you can, dip out when you want to,
roll right
through. Okay, speaking of rolling right through, our next anime, what did we watch next?
Zenshu was the next anime that we watched. That show, briefly gonna summarize it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to talk about the show long.
Yeah.
Because there's another show I want to get to more. Right. All right. So Zenshu was about an animator, a well-renowned animator who got really popular. She is now trying to work on a movie.
Yep.
While also trying to work with her team to proof other things that they're doing.
Yeah.
She's somebody that really didn't trust her team.
So she
eats some food.
Yeah.
And then dies.
The end, right?
No, she then gets isekai'd into another world, a world that happens to be of the anime that she grew up watching. I think it was the anime that she grew up watching as a kid.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, it's an isekai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Any high points for you for the show? What did you like about it? Not much. I have one.
I mean, well, okay. Let me she dies. Let me continue.
Yeah.
She dies. She gets isekai into this world.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this shit. It's fine.
It's fine.
She comes across these characters from the anime. She realizes that, oh my gosh, this is the exact anime series I used to watch when I was a kid.
Exactly.
All the characters the same.
Fangirling the entire time.
Fangirling, the story's the same. You know, and she thwarts a crisis at the end of the series using the episode, using the knowledge that she has from what's supposed to happen. So she's kind of changing, rewriting, wink, wink,
Yeah,
what
exactly.
happens in this anime.
Yeah, because it was like a big moment where a character was supposed to die. Your least favorite character.
Least favorite character,
the
Stupid Pony.
Yeah. That character is supposed to die, but she understands how, like, what the main character of the show, what he goes through after his best friend's death.
And that's
she
what
doesn't
she
want
makes
him
the
to
choice
go
to
through
save,
that. So she's like, I need to change it somehow.
Yeah.
And she uses, like, if you ever see Once Upon a Time, the power of the author, how they can change the writing.
I completely forgot that was a thing.
So essentially, she's like the author now. Like, she can literally rewrite it in the moment, and she wrote a new character, a new scene, as you will, to like defeat the to like save it.
But it was, for a high point, I would say it would be that scene where she utilized the power that she has.
Yeah, breaks out of the writer's
honestly,
club.
no. I think my high point is just her as a character overall.
Yeah.
I enjoyed her personality.
She was funny.
Enjoyed the voice acting.
Yeah, the voice acting
the voice
was great.
actor is Madeline something. We're going to put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm remembering Madeline, but the voice actress was amazing. I think it was really great. High point for you, though?
I would say the character as well, for sure. Like, I think that she was, I think that, you know, she was really cool. She was really funny. And I definitely wouldn't, like, it's the only thing that made me like, can I keep watching it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but
same.
I don't think I want to keep watching it though. But
we're going to.
Yeah,
we
give
gotta
me
give it more.
Your low point. What's something that you most don't like?
The fact that it's
it?
isekai.
Yeah.
Like, it's really 100% that. If it weren't for the fact that this show were an isekai, I would, I think I'd like it a little more. That being said, I mean, I don't know. I think that's it. Like, if this show weren't an isekai, I'd like it more. So the low point is the fact that she had to get isekai somewhere.
Yeah.
She's got a overpowered ability to... Sure, it drains her now, but she'll learn to control it.
Yeah,
you know,
and then
so
I feel like the rest of the series is going to be her like trying to rewrite things, and then it's going to be, but what do I rewrite?
At least
I
the
don't
next
know. My
episode,
writer's
for
block.
Sure.
So I just don't know what the next thing's going to be about. So I'm not. Yeah.
Low point.
Low point is it just wasn't. I don't know, it wasn't hitting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I also don't really care for isekais.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm intrigued to finally watch an isekai with a female lead.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that is kind of intriguing because that does mean it's going to be slightly different, you know?
Yeah, reverse hair.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to reverse hair.
Oh
I'm like
my
100%. But so I think the low would just be, I wasn't expecting it to be an isekai, and I feel like there could have been something more here. I thought it was going to be a murder mystery when I first started watching it, because it opens up with her finding out that her mentor, who wrote the anime movie that she's now isekai'd into, died of food poisoning. And then she dies of food poisoning.
It's fine.
So I was like, are they going
to
to have to be solving this? And now I'm thinking, like, did she actually die?
Yeah.
Or is this going to be her trying to figure out what happened to her?
I mean, that
mentor,
leads into the next thing I want to bring up are predictions for the series.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really have a prediction. Like, we didn't do it for Sakamoto because it's slice of life. I don't really want to try to predict. I just want...
It's a slice of life.
That's something I just want to enjoy. I don't want to try to think too hard about it. But with this isekai, I want to start with my prediction.
Yeah, go ahead.
I predict that this is all happening while she's dying.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that we got flashes to her as a kid in this empty theater watching the scenes.
Yeah.
I think twice, and then once happened right before she made the decision to write something to aid these characters to keep the stupid pony guy from dying.
Right, yeah.
So,
yeah.
My prediction is,
that could be interesting. Yeah.
You know, maybe she's not. Maybe this is just a, you know, seeing your life flash before your eyes, but for her life is anime.
Yeah.
And maybe that anime somehow really affected, not even somehow, that probably changed her life to make her want to become an animator.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's truly important to her.
I'm thinking a prediction for me is that, like, isn't like, she is like dying, but she doesn't like fully die. Like, she does wake up back in the real world, just because I feel like they've left a lot of things unfulfilled for her. And I mean, I think that's kind of the point, because she even says it, this isn't supposed to happen for me. I had things that like goals and
so
like things.
You are kind of same on where I'm at, but you think she's gonna wake up.
I think she's gonna wake up, and I think she's going to solve, I think it's gonna be like, what happened to my mentor? Like
you really
I feel
saw
like,
this
I mean, because it is
there.
just so weird that she dies the exact same way that her mentor died.
Yeah, it's anime.
I mean, but no, nothing happins on accident.
I think you're expecting too much from the show. It is still an isekai.
It is,
We can't expect anything from an isekai. Let's just be honest.
But it's an isekai that left us in the real world a lot longer than any other isekai ever had.
That is you being into the anime, though. I've watched them where they do that in episode 1. That's a normal thing for an isekai, where they show you this is the character who they were in their normal life, then they die and they get isekai.
I mean, yes, but like we were there a lot long, like at least from the isekais that we watched together.
Think reincarnated as a slime. Half that episode was him. Not half, but an amount of that episode was the beginning. I'd say the first 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or him walking around talking about his life, and then he gets stabbed and dies. And then they show us the Konosuba, Truck-kun. That's why Truck-kun is the meme. Like, they show us them before, and then they get killed. Sometimes they'll show us the, after, whatever, like the funeral or whatever, and then we get to the real world, or not the new world, or we'll talk to the god of the world and what have you. Yeah, no, it's not out of the ordinary.
There is no god of the world. There's no...
Yeah, because I think this is trying... That's why I said, I think this is supposed to be more heavy on being retro or introspective, like
and then she just dies. That's like, a terrible show.
I think it's fine. Like,
no,
she lives her fantasy.
What's the point of being retrospective if you can't even fix anything in the introspective? If you just do nothing with that,
that's life, though.
I mean, but
that is dying.
But movies aren't supposed to be that realistic.
This is an anime.
If that happens, it's a terrible show.
No, if that happens, that's a phenomenal seinen.
Terrible.
That is great.
It's not a seinen.
I'm saying, like, that is something an adult would watch, and that's something you sit down and you think about. It's like, if this was your last day on Earth, how would you live it?
Now we have to watch the show. Yeah. As bad as it is, now we have to watch the show to see how this goes. But
I think I'm right.
Yeah, sure.
I think
you always think you're right, though.
Yeah, but there's no way this is a murder mystery.
I think it could be. I think it could be.
Fine. All right. Last anime that we watched this week.
Yes, the last one is.
It's kind of the one that started us on wanting to do YouTube really, for reals. Solo Leveling.
Solo
Leveling season 2 dropped.
Yep.
2 episodes. We're episode behind.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know that. I just told them. We're recording this after episode 1 is released, but also after episode 2 is released.
Yeah.
So we can line up the episode 1s of these shows.
Yeah.
Because we already saw.
Yes, we actually went to go see it in the movie. Yeah. We went to Studio Movie Grill, got some grub and watched some. It was my first time there. It was actually,
it was my first time. It
wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And yeah,
they
so
didn't
we
have
watched
the burger I wanted.
No, they did not.
So
yeah,
we went a second time. This has nothing to do with anything.
And they didn't have the fries.
Tangent Studio Movie Grill. Get it together.
I think
that feels like a date night place. No, hold on. It feels like a date night place. How is it that post like noon you have no food, right? Like back on track. So we went to see this 11 movie.
Yeah.
It recapped season 1.
Yes.
Showcased the first 2 episodes.
And
we
saw it in English, which we had. You watched any of our recap videos?
They were all Japanese. Yeah.
We watched it in Japanese. This was our first time actually watching in English.
Alex Lee is phenomenal. Every character I think is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
season
great.
2.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about season 2 because we could talk all day about the movie. Maybe no one else should probably could.
Probably.
But season 2, we're gonna just do episode 1 and episode 2 together.
Yeah, that's fine.
So really quick, I think we're on the same page. High point about episode 1 because we gotta knock episode 1 out because we're past it. High point for episode 1.
I'm gonna be honest. We watched it back to back. I forget when episode 1 ended and
good.
when episode 2 began.
Awesome.
But
wait. Oh God. Rewind. We didn't give a rating to Zenshu.
Oh gosh, Zenshu. Okay.
Before we get too deep into Solo Leveling, Zenshu rating. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. 3 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10?
Yeah.
A little bit higher than me. I gave it
just
a 3.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Mostly I put it a little bit higher because
guys.
I know. Yeah, I know you do. I do too. It's a little bit higher because it's a female lead. And I do like her character, and it is something that I will probably watch, but I'm not like nice.
Yeah.
But I'm not like it's like, you know, it's not a need.
It's fine. We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
I gave it a 3. You gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Back to solo leveling.
Solo
leveling episode 1 picked up.
High point. My high point is.
Do we want to recap it though?
Oh yeah, I thought you asked me your high
I know.
point.
I was trying to go through it really quick, but we should recap it real quick.
Yeah, recap.
Wait, we just said we don't remember it. LOL.
No, I remember it.
You remember what happened?
No, episode 1 by itself?
Yeah.
No. Episode 1 and 2? Let's just recap episode 1 and 2.
Just recap episode 1 and 2. Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
Okay,
I'll let you
so
do it.
Red Gate.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
so-
Okay, no,
okay.
I remember episode 1 now.
He wakes up. His sister calls him, wants to go to.
He's got to go to the parent-teacher conference.
He
Yeah.
shows up. New look, new haircut, looking
Yeah,
good.
he's dressing
looking
different.
Fly.
He's looking different.
Everybody, all the girls are like, "Ooh, who's that?"
Let's stop there and talk about that. Like we would break it out if we were watching it in our old videos.
Yeah.
They skipped the entire part where he decides to go do all that. Because mind you, this man still thinks he's broke prior to this. That's why he was still dressing and being the way that he was before.
Right. Yeah.
So I think he goes and he finally looks at the amount of money that him and Jinho had been making.
Yeah, and he realizes he
And
got money.
So that man went and got him some loafers.
Yeah.
Trousers,
little
button
suit
down,
jack, button down.
then got him a little undercut. So he
looking
got
good,
money
looking
and
like
got
a K-pop star.
You know, he got money, got drip.
Yeah.
And he went. He had to go flex on high school students.
That
wasn't what he was doing.
I think
That wasn't what he was doing. But he wanted, like you said, he wanted to look presentable.
Yes, he wanted to look presentable. Yeah, for his little sister. He looked a little too good though. And his sister was like, "Wow, you look different."
Yeah.
Which I still think is wild because like he's like what 2 feet taller.
That man's probably a foot and a half taller than what he was
used
before.
to be. But you know, growth
Ripped.
spurts at 24 years old. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's whatever. But he goes there and you know his sister's doing great, phenomenal, like across the board.
Said that she's on track to get into medical school.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
All he has to do is pay for it, which is what he's been trying to do
And
this
not
entire
let
time.
her become a hunter if she awakens what the teacher
and which
brought up.
he was like, no, I don't want to.
Absolutely
do
not.
that. Absolutely
Which
not.
leads us to him going to meet the sister's friend
Yeah,
when he
because
realized
first- yeah.
that she was, because I got this one. So he goes to meet the friend, right?
Because
he
the
realizes
teacher asked him to help her out.
about the friend too.
Yeah, the
Oh,
teacher-
maybe I don't got
'cause-
it.
yeah.
I missed that part. So he doesn't go there for no reason because
Yeah.
he didn't know that they were friends until then.
Until then, yeah.
And so he's trying to convince her to stop being a hunter
Yeah, 'cause
and
she's an
focus on
E-rank.
school. She's
Yep.
just an E-rank. So he takes her on a C-rank mission
Yeah.
with
The
White Tiger Guild.
Yeah, they're doing
and they're
a
supposed to
little
just be
observing.
observing.
That is it.
He's thinking to himself,
It's like, oh,
he's
dang.
like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get her in there.
Yeah.
She's gonna get terrified,
Yeah.
scared. I'm gonna protect her, of course.
Yeah.
But she's gonna go back to school. He's like, me hoy, me hoy, me hoy. He's really thinking he's got
she's gonna
it.
quit. But at the same time, he was like, but these are actually really good hunters here. They have an A rank here. This
Yeah,
might be easy.
it might be too easy.
Too easy.
He's plotting to take her to a different gate now.
Right.
They
go
step
inside.
in there?
Yep.
It's something different going on. It's acting a little weird.
What happens?
Gate turns red.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Red gate, for those of you that don't know, well, no, they do know because they saw episode 2. And if they didn't see episode 2, why are you here right now?
Right.
Anyway, so the gate turns red. When the gate is red, you cannot leave
No. And what
until you
happened?
beat the boss.
Yeah.
Or the I think it's 7 days before dungeon break happens.
Yes, either a dungeon
Yeah.
break or you defeat the boss. But
Yeah,
like,
that's the only
why
way to
is
get
that
out.
like? Because they go in, they're thinking that it's a B gate or
It's a
C
C-rank
gate,
gate.
C rank gate.
Yeah.
Why would it be difficult for them to just beat the boss? Because what happens when it becomes a red gate?
I mean, I don't think anything's technically except that. That's the only thing.
I mean, yeah, but everything is stronger too.
No, I think that just happened in this gate.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's necessarily a red gate problem. At least I didn't talk about it in the anime. It's been a long time since I read the manhwa over
They
there.
mention it in the anime because they brought up was like this was a C ranks and when red gates happen.
Oh, they're A rank essentially, right?
Yeah, it goes higher. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what happens with red gates.
It's been a while. It's been a while since
It's fine. But yeah, that's why everyone that's why Jinwoo was like he pops his head out hoping to get her out. He realizes he can. He asks them to call for an S rank to get here and help them.
Look, you're paying attention.
Yeah, always paying attention.
But and shenanigans ensue, of course.
Of course, yeah.
You know, people die.
Obviously.
Like at this point, we're rolling into episode 2.
Yes, yeah.
Episode 1, let's rate it because I don't really think there's a high or low point to talk about. I thought it was mid. Do you want to rate it real quick?
Yeah,
episode 1?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. 5 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
It was mid. It was middle of the road, not like mid in a bad way, as in actually middle of the road. It was the continuation of another season.
Yeah.
Of a continuation of a story. So it's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we get into episode 2.
Yes.
People are dying.
Yeah. Why are so they get into episode 2, right? They're in this snowy area.
Yeah.
Right. And they realize that there are ice elves here, which is like a big problem.
Yeah.
That's
elves
definitely
specifically hunt the hunters when they come in.
Yes.
Jinwoo's not phased, obviously.
No. Yeah.
Everyone else is. They try to break off into 2 different groups.
Yeah.
Because the Kim Chul, the A rank guy leading this mission, was like, no, anybody lower than B rank will just slow us down. We're gonna go here. You guys stay back here,
and we'll defeat the boss and come back when you guys are.
He meant what he said. He said, "Hey guys, it's cool. We'll take care of you.
Yeah,
y'all just wait here and don't die. We're gonna go beat the boss. If you're still alive,
which is wild because that is the exact place where they almost got sniped."
All right, like that's just crazy. That is absolutely wild. That
no,
he was
he's
like,
trash. He left them to die.
He left them to die. I don't even want to do a bit where I pretend that he didn't leave them to die.
He left.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So he leaves. He goes off on his own. One of them also, though, I think she was B rank.
She was a B rank.
Yeah. She opts to stay with Jinwoo because she know when they shot them with arrows, Jinwoo saw that coming. No one else did.
Yeah. Did anybody else see him catch that?
I think
it was just her.
I think she was the only one that saw him catch it.
Yeah.
And he was the only one that saw the arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because it was after the girl, because they were targeting the weakest people.
Yeah.
So they were targeting the E ranks, Jinwoo and the friend, and then somebody else who gets shot in the face. He's dead. And then Jinwoo stops the arrow, so that's why they don't die. Yeah. So no one saw
So he gets
those.
a B rank on his group and his team.
Because she's like,
Kim
I
is
saw
like,
you catch
it's cool,
that's fine,
whatever.
Bye. So he leaves.
Like I said, more people die. Jinwoo is just living his best life, killing ice bears, leveling up, trying out his shadow army, doing his thing.
He makes sure that his group is nice, warm, has food.
And so they don't bother him when he's going to hunt the bears. Specifically, he hunts them all, kills the leader, raises them all, goes back. Big fight ensues with the main elf big bad.
Yeah.
That's the episode.
Pretty much.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get more specific, go watch it.
Please watch it, yeah.
High point for you.
High point for me is the fight between Iron, Igris, and
let me check this real quick. See if I can figure out what his name was. You keep going.
It's Barca.
Is it Barca?
I believe it's Barca.
Are you sure it's not Baraka? Like
I think it's Barca. Baraka.
He was in it's a Mortal Kombat character.
Oh, I don't think.
I swear, like, because that's all I think about when I think about his name. I'm like,
Baraka.
Baraka, whatever.
Oh, whatever.
The Ice Elf
Big Bad. That final fight, that entire fight from beginning to then, but like seeing Igris, Jinwoo, and Iron fight him and everything, and how he was able to take him down, I thought that was really cool.
I say that's good.
Yeah. What about your high point?
Same thing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed just the aura farming that Jinwoo was doing the entire time.
Right.
Caught that arrow, pulled the girl real close in there.
Yeah.
So now, now she's feeling some kind of way, even though, he's just protecting her because he felt bad.
Got a crush.
She does.
Yeah.
But him aura farming the entire time, the way he sat down on top of that bear, he was just chilling.
Oh, yeah.
And they're over there talking about who are you? He's just like,
shit, man.
Huh? What'd you say? Just acting real light skin out there.
Right.
But yeah, the aura farming and the final battle they were really, really done.
Yeah.
I love the fights in the series. The choreography for this is immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What about a low point? Any low points for you?
A low point? The episode ended. That's it.
Yeah.
Who told that episode to turn off?
Yeah.
Anytime Solo Leveling's on, I just wanted to keep going.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
It was
low
solid.
points for you.
Not really. Like,
Nah.
I think as Solo Leveling is still, I think, just a great adaptation from the manhwa and everything.
I
So
agree.
I think it's doing its stuff.
Actually, we can't do predictions. I just thought about that. I was about to say,
because we know what's going to happen.
literally read the manga. I've read the
manga.
books.
Yeah, we know exactly. I mean, we can predict what things are going to change.
What is something, because we have that background with the novel, with the manhwa.
Yeah.
What is something you want that we did not get in season 1 that you want from the manhwa? Because I think we both want the same thing.
Oh, more humor.
More humor.
Because they're like, because from this right here, from this what we have right here, I went back and watched it or read it. He is a lot funnier.
He's funny.
And
He's
Jinu
a
is a
funny
lot
guy.
funnier in
like
there.
the tone balances
very
how funny
well.
he is with
how serious
how
everything
serious it is,
is.
because people are dying. He does kill
and
people.
I feel like, I mean, even from watching, I don't know if you agree, but even from watching episode 1 and 2, it was a bit funnier.
It was. I mean, Iron, after beating the ice
he
elf,
just kept
hitting it.
Yeah.
And then Jinu, like, it was funnier in the
English
dub with the movie.
Yeah. What he say? It was like, don't make me regret
summoning you. Yeah. And then
he just
Iron looks at the other guys and he's just like,
and Igris just turns around, and then the other guys, yeah, that was great.
That, hopefully they continue
with that
down there.
Yeah, and then like the ending scene where like the whole confusion with, his friend thinking that Jinu was with somebody.
That they were involved in a romantic
he's like,
way with the
she's
kid.
underage.
And
What
he's
does
like,
that matter? So it's like, okay, everybody. That was funny.
Yeah. So it seems like they're doing it.
Yeah, maybe they listen to us. Yeah.
You want to go ahead and rate it?
Yeah, let's rate it. Yeah.
Actually, when we rate this one, I'm not gonna let you see what I'm writing. I want to compare it to the ratings that it was given by some anime news outlets.
Oh, what ratings has it?
I'll tell you in just a second.
Okay.
After we show it. You ready?
No. Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. 8 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I almost put 8 out of 10.
Hey.
I did almost do that.
So you didn't go 8 out of 10. Interesting.
Only because if I'm watching it, like there were just some, I don't know, there were some moments in like the first episode that just kind of.
Oh no, we were talking about episode 2. We already rated episode 1.
Did we rate episode 1?
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that. Huh.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think
we were talking so long.
We were.
Huh. I gave episode 2 an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
If we didn't rate episode 1, it'd be middle of the. I swear to God, we rated it. Anyway,
I don't remember.
So that was it. I think episode 2 of Solo Leveling was rated a 9.1.
Okay.
I think it was on. I think I follow Otaku Insider or something like that on Instagram. I think it was rated at 9.1.
9.1.
Yeah, people liked it. The fight really,
it was great. Yeah.
Really won people over. That's all we watched. We were going to watch Dr. Stone season 4 because we love Dr. Stone.
But then we realized we never finished Dr. Stone.
Never finished season 3. So preemptive rating for Dr. Stone. You want to just do it? You want to predict what our rating will be for? Because we'll talk about episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
In the next podcast.
I feel like.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. If it continues on the path that it's on now.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with.
Because we're now finishing season 3.
Yes.
Let's go. 8.5 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Because I think it's all season 3 already started off like, this is why I watched Dr. Stone. It's so phenomenal. Exactly. I love this guy.
Yeah. So that's our prediction. We'll come back and then we'll see if we're right.
Yeah.
Final segment.
All right. So we are going to.
See.
I was reiterating stuff.
That's why you have multiple. Whiteboards.
Like you didn't give me multiple whiteboards.
Don't worry about me.
Golly. Okay. What is our
It's debate time. Discussion, debate.
Yeah, debate for
anime. What are you writing?
Anime women debate.
Anime women debate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for this segment, we are going to pick our top 3 female characters, and we're going to put them in order 3 to our high of number 1. Each one of us, we're going to go start with 3, pass back and forth to each other, and we're going to talk about them. Yeah. Try to convince each other of why we, or discuss why we put the women that we put on our list Mm-hmm. Super easy. You want to get into it? Let's write our number 3s. You can't see mine. Mm-hmm. At 3. You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. In my 3 spot, I have this person. All right. Go for it. Show me your 3.
Ursa Scarlet from Fairy
Tail. Oh, I like how you did yours. Yeah. Oh, yeah. yeah. So Ursa Scarlet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no need to debate it. Ursa Scarlet's a great character, but tell everyone, debate with the people watching this video about why you think Ursa Scarlet deserves in your top 3 of all anime shonen women. Why does Ursa Scarlet deserve
number
bronze?
3? Bronze? Yeah. Okay, so she's on my top 3 because she is, she's a great fighter. Yeah. She's phenomenal. She's strong. She holds her own. She wins her own fight. All those things you don't often see with shonen women. Yeah. You don't see strong winning their own fight. Yeah. And she's funny too, and she has her own personality, and and she also has her own romance that she's just a really well-rounded female character. Yeah. That I wouldn't she's obviously not the main character, but when she's on screen, or if we were to follow her on her own journey, I don't think I would not be mad at that. A lot of times you see side characters and we're with them, you're just like, why are we still with them? Can we move on? But she's just had some really great, feats and some really great fights, and I just think she's great.
So I think actually I do have a point of contention with this pick. Mm-hmm. I feel like if you picked Ursa Scarlet, there is no way she belongs at 3. Ursa Scarlet, IMO, not spoiler alert, not on my list. Mm-hmm. She's in my top 5, but I feel like you put her at bronze. If you feel like she goes anywhere in top 3, she's got to be at least 2. So why would you not put her at 2?
Because she's not a main character.
That's it.
I mean, if you see my next 2, my next 2 are main female characters, and she's just
fair.
Not.
Fair. Yeah, I wanted to offer that in there.
That point of
because I can't believe she's at number 3.
Yeah.
My number 3.
Yeah.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sakura Haruno.
I feel like everyone has a point of contention on this.
Sakura Haruno.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. She is the anime female character
that people
in
love
shonen.
To hate on.
People love to hate her.
Yeah.
But she's got the most potential. I think maybe it's just me and my own hype at this point. Mm-hmm. But I think Masashi Kishimoto did not do her justice. I believe because of how she was written, it left a lot off the table for her. She is 100% the strongest kunoichi in Naruto. By the way, Sakura Haruno is from Naruto.
Oh yeah, if you didn't know.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Sakura Haruno from Naruto. She is the original member of Team 7 along with Naruto and Sasuke.
Right, yeah.
She's the strongest kunoichi in the series, right? Has to be, bar none, and they don't talk about that.
They don't.
When people debate her, they don't like to bring that up. They like to argue that she's trash because it's Sakura, and I just think off of potential alone, she belongs in top 3.
Sure, but they didn't show that she would never get
that
to.
That doesn't matter.
Ever.
I'm going off potential. She's going to be in my top 3. No one's arguing with me. Let's move to number 2. Argue in the comments. By the way, drop what your top 3 favorite female characters are shown in anime.
Yeah, and let us know if you agree with our lists or
not. Argue with me. I will be in the comments to argue with people.
Oh, everyone's going to argue with you on Sakura.
I'm doing it my number 2.
You're going to do yours number 2?
Yeah, you did number 3 first. I'm doing number 2 first.
Oh, I thought we were just going to go back.
I'm doing number 2 first. She's so great. I can't remember her last name. Asuna from Sword Art Online.
I don't know her last name either.
Yeah.
Does she have a last name?
She does. I don't remember what it is. Yeah. But Asuna from Sword Art Online, specifically season 1, one of the greatest female characters in a shonen.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah.
She didn't have potential that was wasted. In season 1, at least.
In season
she
1,
had potential that was.
I think she had a great character that was wasted because she just kind of fell off.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Nope. Sakura. Asuna.
Yeah.
She fought alongside the main male protagonist.
She did.
As an equal.
Yeah.
She was in one of the strongest guilds in the entire game and acted as the second in command.
Mm-hmm.
without Kirito.
Without him, yeah.
She did that all on her own.
Yep.
Everything I wanted Sakura to do, she did it.
Yeah.
And she still was able to be a wife,
Yeah.
a pseudo mom.
Yeah.
And she just went out there and was like, no, I kill people.
Yeah, had her own personality, her own agency. Yeah, I think that's a phenomenal.
I don't think it gets better than Asuna.
I mean, you do.
I thought it didn't get better. Because I do have a number one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and write my number one down where you can't see it. But you go ahead and talk to me. Who's your number two?
Yeah, my number two, I don't think I spelled her name right, but Ryuko from Kill la Kill, the main character.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Cause she was like, I loved her personality.
Yeah.
I loved, like, she just was just, she's the main character of a shonen and she's female. Like that's just amazing. And I don't think that it was written poorly whatsoever.
Yeah.
I just thought that she was just super cool. I just loved how funny she was and how cool she was.
She brought a lot to the show. I mean, as a lot. Yeah. They could have written her in a number of ways, and I think.
And I love the way, like, I mean, all the female characters, honestly, in that show, even her sister, her best friend. I just think that all the female characters in that show was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But she just, like, I think she just really owned that show, and which is like, obviously she should because she's the main character.
Yeah.
But like, I've seen so many things where they can just drop the ball with female leads because of how they write them.
Yeah.
And they did not here. So I just think she's cool. Yeah.
I think that's a good pick. Don't mind me. I'm trying to figure out how to spell Mereoleona's name.
It's Mereo.
Spoiler alert, Mereoleona.
Mereole.
I think I spelled it right. Spoiler alert, guys. Yeah. My number one, Mereoleona.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get it right here. Yeah. Mereoleona. She is.
I think you spelled Marolina.
Don't worry about it. I erased it super fast. I didn't look at it. Greatest female character in anime, man. Aura points through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Strong. Like stronger than most of the male characters in the same series.
Yeah.
Strong, don't need no man.
You're not wrong. She's phenomenal.
Toe to toe with a Wizard King. I don't care if it's a movie. She did it. And it was, if you have not seen, oh wait, let me tell you where she's from. She's from Black Clover.
Black Clover.
If you have not seen Black Clover, watch it just so you can watch Mereoleona. You don't need to care about anybody else from that series at all. Mereoleona's great. I don't know what else to say to these people. Really, I don't gotta argue.
She's just so cool.
If honestly, I can, I'm just gonna roll the clip of her fighting the Wizard King, and that's my argument.
Yeah.
Fight me in the comments. Who's your number one?
My number one is Momo Hayase from Dandadan.
Ayase?
Ayase.
You put Ayase?
Because that's how it's spelled.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up right now while you explain to me why she's your number one over Mereoleona.
Mereoleona. I mean, honestly, we could do so many lists where just everyone is an S. Like, I feel like these are just S tier. Like, if we were to do tiers and where they would rank, Mereoleona. Oh, is it really? Oh
yeah, man. Moa Ayase.
Ayase.
Miss Ayase.
Yeah, I thought the H was silent. You know how many things where the H is silent?
This is English,
man. I mean, that's not like a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
So Momo Ayase, she's from moment like the first episode, she not only realized her own power, but won her own fight, and continues to do so to where she's not the one, like she's not the damsel in distress, and she's not. Very well could have been. Okurun is the damsel, and he's the one trying to get up to her level. And you don't see that as often.
But just her as a character, ignoring the rest of the show, you think she is still your number one favorite female anime character from a shonen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, like I like them all really well. Yeah. Like they're all really well-written female character. Yeah. Like I feel like this type of ranking should be better done as like a
tier list.
S rank, A, B, C, D.
So
and these I feel like our picks would be S.
So
like
I can see that.
Because like I think they all have the similar personalities and similar commanding presence and not necessarily similar because Asuna's personality is not at all the same as Marileona's, but they all have a similar presence and similar agencies and control over who they are and able to win their own fights, which is a big thing in anime for female characters. Being able to win your own fight, hold your own, and not just be some.
I mean, Sakura only got one of those.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
Again, wasted potential.
Sakura, could have been written well, but she wasn't. Therefore, I don't think she should be on the list.
Nah,
I do think that there should be justice for Sakura. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But she, at the end of the day, wasn't like you can't put someone on the list who wasn't actually written. As you're going to do it again.
That's how I feel about what you said. I think you're just a Sakura hater.
I literally told you. I literally said that I am on the same boat as you are with Sakura, but at the end of the day, she just wasn't written well.
No, I agree.
So,
I think your list was cool though. Yeah. I think I agree with your list. I think I would have put Urza at number 1. I would have put Momo at 3.
Why Momo 3?
She's new. She needs to prove herself.
I feel like she has
Urza's been proving herself
every single
years.
episode.
Still the GOAT.
Yeah, and most people haven't even seen Fairy Tail.
And her name's Ryuko.
Ryuko?
Yeah, Ryuko.
Yeah.
I would have put her at 3. I would have put Urza at 1, Momo at 2, and Ryuko at 3. That's how I would have done your list. And if we're looking at my list, how would you have done mine? Sakura
wouldn't be on the list.
Hey now.
I think you should have someone else on the list.
At Meryl at 1 Meryl. And Asuna.
There's an O before the L. There you go.
Marileona and Asuna at 2. So how would you reorder my list?
Honestly, I would keep it the same. I'd probably just cross out Sakura entirely.
Who would you put in Sakura? If not, you put
anybody
Urza
on my list. Or you could put Urza. How is Sakura on there, not Urza, when you're wanting Urza to be number 1 on my list? That don't make no sense. Make it make sense.
If her potential was realized, she would be a better.
But it wasn't.
I'm going off potential. This is my list.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's my list.
Bro.
I'm going off potential.
Oh my god.
Look, Urza, smiley face.
Urza, smiley face?
Sakura, smiley face.
You can't even remember her name.
Because I was reading your list.
Potential none.
Anyway, her potential is why she's on this list. I think if her potential was realized, she would be top 3 best female character.
If she was written now.
If she were written now by someone that wasn't Kishimoto,
I think because we're having a lot more.
Same writers as Momo.
Yeah.
Same writers as Urza.
Because honestly, I feel like Sakura and Momo have similar personalities.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like
she just wasn't written well. Yeah.
Kishimoto fix it.
But otherwise, I think your list is fine. I mean, Marileona is definitely top tier number 1.
Number 1.
But yeah,
That's it.
Again, there's so many great female anime characters out there.
There needs to be more. I wouldn't say there's so many because honestly, I don't know. I would have made a top 5, but I don't think I could make a top 10 list.
I can make a top 5.
I'm saying we can do a top 5. I don't think we can do a top 10.
I don't. Yeah.
There's no way to do a top 10. Because are you
Shonen
putting
specifically?
I mean, we could even just say. We did say Shonen specifically.
We did say Shonen specifically.
I don't think we can make a top 10.
I feel like between my and your list, we have 6 right there.
Yeah, like these are 6 I'd put on the same list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where else we go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
That was our discussion, debate section.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to talk about? Oh, we gotta let them know.
Yeah.
What we're doing.
What we're doing on Wednesdays, Tuesdays?
The Wednesday following the release of this video.
Right.
So every Wednesday we're gonna have a standalone video drop. It'll be something that one of us will create, something that we're just interested in and we want to do.
Yeah.
They've seen hopefully our Sokka as a Pokemon trainer video. Yeah. I don't think you know this, but I want to do a Sung Jinu as a Pokemon trainer video.
I think that would be great. I know we talked about maybe doing Zuko, but considering Solo Leveling just came out,
gotta get the views.
Yeah.
Gotta get the views. That's really what it is. And also, they really liked our
D&D
Sung Jinu and D&D video.
Sung Jinu as D&D, yeah.
The video's almost 2,000 views. I think that's our highest viewed video ever.
Yeah, so let's give him more.
Let's give him more. Everybody loves this guy.
Do you have a sneak peek for us about what possibly
Ghost types?
Ghost type? Yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah. No.
So tune in Wednesday to see if I'm lying.
Right.
But I don't think we really have anything else to say.
Yeah.
Podcast over?
Podcast, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
As you should. Call to action.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. Argue with us about anything you want in the comment section.
Yeah.
We're always checking. YouTube Studio app stays on my phone. let me know.
For sure.
Let us
us know what of the anime that we did go over. We're going to continue watching those.
Oh yeah.
And just give you guys our we might
we'll update
add
them
some on.
maybe add some, maybe
different
take something
ones.
off.
Maybe it comes back on and just kind of talk about the highlights of each episode. But if there's anything you guys want us to watch to talk about,
I'm looking for something this winter.
Yeah, please comment down below, because obviously our picks. Solo Leveling is probably the only one that we're really excited to watch right now. So if there's another one that you're you guys need to watch it, even if it's a matter of binge the first season first and then watch the we'll do it for sure.
We caught up on One Piece.
Exactly.
We can do anything.
So let us know what you guys want us to watch. If there's any anime news you guys want us to talk about, not anime but nerd news in general you want us to talk about,
comment it in the comment
down below. And
that's it.
We're out.